Hello. I know that doing the optimization of an EA is probably the hardest part. So during this video, I'm going to show you how the EA works, what are the parameters, and how I personally do the optimization. I will also give you a tool that helps me during that part. So please be aware that it's not me telling you what to do. It's your money and you are the person that is going to use the EA. So please do that part of the optimization on a really serious way and backtest all the EAs you buy. The EA have been done to find divergences in the market. To do this, when a candle closes, it analyzes the trend and the volatility of the market with the Bollinger Bands. Then it analyzes the RSI values and look if there is a divergence. If there is one, it will take a counter-trend position. Like this one, for example, we have a downtrend, then reversal, then a new down. Here we can see the divergence, and then we take a buy position. So now, let's see the EA parameters. To see that, first open the strategy tester if it's not done. Here, you go on strategy tester. Then you select the reversal EA and open the expert properties here. Here you have just a command that will allow you to easily recognize which EA opened the trade. In this case, it's the reversal EA. The magic number is a number that you have to change for each reversal EA you are using on the system. Each EA needs to have its own magic number, so the Metatrader knows which EA opened a trade. So for each EA, just put one magic number. If you have a GBP USD on 1 hour chart and you want to trade the 15-minute chart, put two magic numbers different, please. Here we have the trade direction. In this part, you can select if you want the EA to open only buy trades or sell trades or buy and sell trades. You can choose what you want. It depends on what market you're trading. If you are trading currencies, you'll probably use buy and sell. If you are trading CFDs, maybe you will only want buys, things like that. Here it's a lot size management. You can select percentage of capital or fixed size. If you select fixed size, the trades will all use this size of lots. So if you put one here, it will open trades buying one lot. If you put percentage of capital, the number of lots will be calculated to make you lose a maximum of 1% of your total amount of capital on each trade. So if you want to put more, you can put more. If you want to put less, you can put less. Here we have a recovery factor. This parameter is useful if you want to improve your results. In this case, if you put it on true, the EA will not open one trade, but two trades if the last trade was a loss. In that case, it will open a new trade with more lots, so it will make you recover the money you lost faster. But you have to be really careful. It uses a martingale technique, and if you don't take care, you can also lose money much faster. So please be really careful with this parameter. It can be useful, but use it with precautions. Here is the slippage. Normally 3 is okay for most markets. If you need to put more because the EA doesn't open trades, just put more here. This option, close trade only if positive, will make that all trades that are opened won't have a stop loss. These also have to be used with really big precautions, and you will need to check how trades are going. It can be useful if you are trading really volatile markets to avoid false signals, but you need to check what is happening. So nothing of this part will close the positions except the maximum loss here. But I will tell you that a little bit later. The reverse trading way is an option that allows you to make the ES think on the reverse way. For example, if the EA was supposed to buy, to make a buy position, and this is on true, then the EA won't make a buy position, but a sell position. In this part, apply our filters. If you put it on true, the EA will only make will only open positions between hours, between the start and the stop. If you put it on false, it will open position as long as the market is open. Here is the trade management option. So here, this option is really important. It will help you, it will tell the EA how to manage new trades. If you, for example, put only one trade open, the EA won't open more than one trade at a time. If you put no trade limit, it will open a trade as soon as it has a signal. If you put only one trade per direction, the EA will only open one buy position and won't open a new buy position. If you put and if there is a sell position open, it won't open a new sell position. If you put close all trade to open a new one, here the EA will close the trade. If there was a buy or sell position open, it will close it and open a new one. Alors, stop way if last trade lost. This one is done to protect you if your market is maybe trending too much. In a trending market, you can have many reversal signals without having a real entry. So if you put it on true, here, if the last trade open was a buy position, then, and you lost it, the market will not open a new position if there is a new buy position. It will wait first to have a sell position, and then it will open a new buy position. But it won't open a position on the signal if you lost the last buy position. Here is the RSI period. So as I told you, this market works with RSI. So in my case, most of the time I used 14 because most traders use it as like this. So it's better to have the feeling of the market. The Bollinger Band is used to find the trend of the market. So here you have the Bollinger Band period and the Bollinger Band deviation. These two parameters will be useful to find the direction of the market and the volatility. Here we have the overbought and oversold level. The EA is done to look for divergences, as I said, but it will only look for divergences if the RSI have been under the 30 level in this case, or up of the 70 level here. Here is the minimum divergence. So minimum divergence is the level, the difference in the RSI that will make the EA open or not trade. If we look here, for example, in this divergence, we have a difference of more than 3 points on the RSI between this down here and this down here. So it looks like a divergence, it will be open. If you want to have divergences with more important values, you can maybe put 5 if you want. That's your choice. Here we have the extreme research. So extreme research is something done to make sure that the EA is working on price levels that haven't been worked for a while. That means here it's on 1000. It means that it will look from here to here, 1000 candle back, and check if there was a moment, if the price touched this level in a moment. If it didn't, it will consider it as a good position. So you can change this value. If you don't want to use it, you put 0, and if you want to use it for more long positions, you can do it too. The stop loss distance is the distance between the candle close and the stop loss. This distance is calculated on the base of 180 hours. So if you put it to 1, the stop loss will be placed at 180 hours under the last candle close. Entry ratio is a ratio that allows you to have better entry signals. if you put it to 0.5, for example, the EA won't make a buy market position here, for example. It will make a buy limit position. And if you put it at 0.5, instead of opening here, it will open it in the middle of the signal here and the stop loss. So it will open it more or less here. If you put it to 0, here, if we put it to 0, it will open market positions. The take profit ratio is the ratio between the open, the close of the candle here, and the take profit. If you put it in 2, it will make the take profit at a distance of 2. The trailing stop start is a parameter that will activate or not the start of the trailing stop. If you put it on 0, there won't be a trailing stop at all. If you put it on, for example, 0.25 here, okay, when the prices here start to reach 25% of the distance between the entry and the take profit, so more or less here, it will put the stop on flat, so just here, and then it will start trailing the price. If the price goes up, the stop will then go up and up. If you put it on 0.5, for example, it will wait to have 50% of the total weight done, and then when it reaches the 50%, it will put it flat, so move the stop on the buy position here, and then it will start going up with the price, and if the price goes down, it won't go down. The pending order max time here is done to the late trades, to the late limit trades when they are not open after, for example, here 24 or let's say 12 hours, for example. So if we put here a trailing stop start at 0.25 and the pending order max time at 12, for example, we launch it, and here, for example, we can see that it opened a buy limit position, and after 12 hours it deleted the order. So this is done to be sure that you are working, that your trade is not closed. Anyway, if the price goes, when you have a buy limit or a sell limit position, if the price goes above the stop loss or below the TP, then it will automatically delete the order. Here we have the maximum trade lifetime. So this option is done to close trades after an amount of time. In this case, it will automatically close all open trades after 200 hours. The only exception will be if you put the close trade only if positive option here on true. If a trade is negative, it won't, if the profit of the trades are negative, it won't close the trade until the trade is positive. As soon as it goes positive, it will close it. And finally, we have the maximum loss. Here, the maximum loss is a parameter that will allow you to protect your account. In some cases, I don't know, maybe you can put here an amount, and if you had, for example, a 10,000 account, in this case, it will automatically close all open trades and won't open any new trade if your account goes under 7,000 in this case. So here you put the amount you feel comfortable to lose. Now that we have seen the parameters, we will see how I do the optimization. First, you have to be sure that you have the data. So to do the optimization, so click on F2, it will open you the history center, and then select the currency you want to check, for example GBP/USD, and the time frame, 1 hour or the one you want to do. It's important to have good quality data. especially when you work on small time frames. If you are working on tick, of course you will need tick data. If you can have your broker data, it's much better. If not, you can use the MT4 data by clicking on download it. So the best being is always having the broker's data. Then you choose the symbol here you want to trade. For the model, you can use control points for the optimization. It will be much faster, and the EA only opens position on the close of a candle. So you normally won't need to make the optimization on every tick. The every tick is fine to check the result, but normally you won't have big differences between control points and every tick. For the date for the optimization, I recommend you not to do something like that from the checking from 2000, because the market wasn't the same on the 2000 than now. For example, you can't imagine that people had the same access to internet. Now a lot of people have internet, a lot of people have access to the broker, something like that. So checking data that is really hot like this is thinking that the market is the same on the 2000 than now. So that's not real, that's not the truth. I recommend to check for like 3 to 5 years if you're working on the 1 hour time frame. For example, here we can say 17 or maybe 18. Perfect. Then here you choose the period you want to do. For example, in this case, we can do the 1 hour time frame and the spread of your broker. If your broker tells you the GBP/USD have a 1.6 spread, then put 16, because it's not on pips, but it's on decimal of pips. Then we select optimization. We open the expert properties. Here we don't use generic algorithm, and we don't use the maximal drawdown. We'll use it all. Then I created a file, an Excel file, that will help you during the process of optimization. I use it constantly to do it for me, and I think it's a useful tool to do it. So then you come here and here, and on the file you select to start on step 1. This file is really a tool and will guide you step by step during the optimization. So if we check it, we have exactly the same parameters between here and here, and you just have to select each step so you won't make mistakes. So magic number, okay, so here it's this one. Trade directions, here if we do GBP/USD, I think we can go buy and sell. There is no reason to do only buy or only sell position. Lot size management, in my case I prefer to work with percentage of capital, so here this one won't have any importance. And here percentage of trade, I feel comfortable with 1% per trade. Recovery parameter, I like to use it. I know that it can be risky, but I know also that it can make the big difference when you use good quality signals. And in this case, personally, I like to use it. It's your choice. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. Slippage of 3. Close trade only positive. I don't want to use this one. Reverse trading way. No, I don't want to reverse trading way. Apply your filters. We'll see that later. Start. If you are trading the GBP/USD, probably if we want to see if there is a difference on the market, we will probably put ourselves on the London market. So here we don't know yet. And RSI period, as I told you, I prefer to work with 14 as all traders. Then when everything is blue here with the values, we can just go to step 2. Step 2 is the part where we start the optimization. So magic number okay, buy and sell okay, percentage okay, recovery false okay, slip is 3 perfect, close trade recovery true, sorry, attack, reverse trade false, apply our filters. So we want to optimize this parameter, so then we check the case here. Then for the optimization hours, it's from here to here from London. Trade management, yes, we want to optimize it from only one trade to closing all trades. Stop way if last trade lost false or true, perfect. So here false variable between false and true, perfect. And here we have the Bollinger Band periods. Okay, we can go from 10 to 100%, perfect. Bollinger Band deviations 2. So here we're going to from 1 step to with step of 1 up to 3, like here it said. Overbought, oversold at this level, perfect. Minimum divergence to 0 to start. Extreme research to 1000, perfect. Stop loss distance to 2, 5, 25, up to 25 maximum. So this one we will make things more simple later, but now we just want to have a big order and to find first the trend. Then entry ratio we don't care right now, so it will be 0. Take profit ratio, it will move from 1 to 3 as it said here. Trading stop start 0, 0, 0, 0. So here 0, 0, 0, 0. So if we do a recapitulation, here we want to do the optimization of the apply our filters and the Bollinger periods. Here apply our filters here and the Bollinger bar period. So they have to move from false to true, from false to true, here from 10 to 100, perfect. We also want to check these ones that are in yellow as optimizations, as parameters that will change. So here we just have to select them and check that we have them all. Perfect. So when it's the case, then we press the OK button and then we go for the optimization. So now it will take some time and then we just have to wait for it and we'll see when it's done what are the next steps. So now the optimization, the first step of the optimization is finished. Now as you can see it took 42 minutes. Here then we can come to the optimization results and sort them by profit. Then we do copy all and we can now move them here on this cell and do Ctrl V to put them all. In this case, in this place here, we have to put the parameters that will guide you through our optimization process. The initial capital of this optimization was $10,000, so let's leave it like this. The maximum drawdown that I feel comfortable with, it's 20%. That depends on you. You have to choose it and it will guide you through the process too. Here we have the minimum profit factor. I think a profit factor of 2 minimum, it's pretty good. Maybe it's a little bit less, it's okay, but 2 it's okay. And here it's a calculation that I've done between the drawdown and the percentage of win versus the initial capital. That means that if I put it in 2, I don't want the drawdown. I want to win twice the drawdown at least. For example, if we have here a drawdown of 20%, that means that on a capital of 10,000, it's around $2,000. And that means that I want to win at least twice that drawdown. So if it was $2,000, I want to win at least $4,000. Here it's okay. In my case, I feel comfortable with 1.5. Then, when we have this, we just have to sort them by profit. Same if it's already not here, so it's okay. And then we just have to choose the cell, the green cell here. In this case, it was this one and this one. So when this is done, you come here and select here this one. So it's okay. Then you just double click on it, and normally it should have put all the parameters here. When this is done, you check here and you complete the blue cells. So here we have apply our filter, false, then false, perfect. These ones, okay, okay, and here the Bollinger Band period, here it put it on 10. Perfect, so let's go on 10. Okay, now that this is done, we have the two processes. Okay, we can erase the sheet and then just put step 3 and go on step 3. On step 3, we will optimize the trade management, the stop weight if last trade lost, and the Bollinger Band deviation. So here, apply our filters. Now we don't want them. We want to do the trade management. So here it's no trade limits from here to here, perfect. Stop weight if last trade lost from false to true, and Bollinger Band period is done, so we don't need to move it anymore. And the Bollinger Band deviation. Bollinger Band deviation, we want it to move from 1 to 3 with a step of 0.5. Okay, overbought doesn't move, minimum divergence it doesn't move, extreme research it doesn't move, stop loss distance it doesn't move, take profit ratio here from 1, 1, 1, perfect, it doesn't move, and 0, 0, 0, perfect. Now that this is done, we just have to go and just go through the optimization one more time. So optimization is done for this step 2. So here we have 4-minute optimization, perfect. We then sort it by profit, copy all, and then we paste it here, perfect. We select then the one that gave us good results. Here it's this one, and with the 6283, 6283 here, perfect. You double click on it, oops, here, and you put, and then you just have to copy the results here, no trade limits and false for this part. Then we can uncheck them, and Bollinger Band deviation of 1, perfect. Now we can go to step 4. Step 4 Bollinger Band deviation is done. We are now going to check what are the levels that work well. So we are going to check here and make it then move from 1910 to 64, perfect. My minimum divergence will also move here from 0 to 5. I think it's okay, it's enough. Extreme research, it doesn't move. Stop loss distance, it stays the same. Entry ratio given 0. Take profit ratio from 1 to 3, it's okay. Trading stop start, here we are going to make it move from 0 to 0.9 like this, and 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, perfect. Then we can go and do the optimization. So this step is okay now. Then we can come here, clean the sheet here, sort by profit, perfect, copy them all, tack, tack, and then finish this like this. Here we can see that the result that is okay with our parameters, it's this one, tack, tack, so we can find it here, it's this one, perfect. Then we open, double click on it, export properties, and check. So the level that works well seems to be the 65.35, perfect. Now it's okay with this one. We can go to next step. Next step, we are going to optimize the minimum divergence, so this one, it's okay. Here we are moving it from 0 to 5 with step of 1, 0 to 5 with a step of 1, perfect. Extreme research doesn't move. Stop loss, it stays the same. Take profit ratio, it's the same. And trading stop, okay, it's the same. Perfect. Then we just have to do the optimization one more time. Perfect. So optimization is okay this time too. So let's clean the sheet one more time. Now we go here, profit by sort by trade up, and we pass them here, Control V. Perfect. Here we can see that the one that is okay for our parameters is this one here, perfect. We double click on it, perfect. So this time my minimum divergence will be of 0, no problem. This one is optimized, so here we go to next step. Next step is the research of extremes. Extremes here, 500, 2000, from 500 to 2000, perfect. Stop loss distance, we start on 2, we go to 25. Take profit ratio from 1 to 3. Trailing stop start from 0.3 to 0, from 0 to 0.9, perfect. This one is on 0, pending 0, 0, 0, perfect. Let's go for the next optimization. So optimization is done, clean sheet, as like last time. Here we have the results, sort by profit, copy them all and paste them here. Perfect. As we can see here, we have some great results comparing to the other ones, but as we can see, they are not okay with our parameters. When you look at them, drawdown isn't okay, or sometimes profit factor is not okay. So we just have to go down and find the one. It's still being this one. We can find it here. We open it, and here it is. So extreme research, it's 1002, perfect. And now we can go to step 7. Step 7 here, we change the stop loss distance, this time we are looking for. So here we are going from 1 to 25. Normally it will probably be small, but okay, let's do it like this. Entry ratio, we don't move it. Take profit ratio, it moves this time from 0.5 to 3. Trailing stop, it's the same than last time, 0, 0, 0, perfect. Then we can do the optimization and wait. So here step is okay. So now we just have to come here, clean sheet, up, sort by profit, tag, copy all, paste them all here. Okay, so now we have the stop loss distance here, so we select the one with the good results. So it's 102, 102 is this one. Here we just go on the properties, stop loss distance is of 2, okay, and then we can move to step 8, perfect. Now we are working on the entry ratio. Entry ratio, I don't like to make them move more than 30%. So here we put it from 0 to 0.3, perfect. Entry ratio up, take profit 0.05, perfect. Trailing stop from 0 to 0.9, okay, and it's okay like this. Let's go. So this step is done too. So we clean the sheet, we select the results, and we paste them here. Okay, now we have a lot more choices, perfect. As we can see, the first one is okay, expert properties, entry ratio 0.2, okay. Let's go now to step 9. Step 9, we want to do the take profit ratio, so we move it from 0.1 to 3, step of 0.1. This one is a variable too. Okay, 0, 0, perfect, let's go. Optimization. Okay, so this step is okay too. Now we clean it here, we copy all here, and we put them here. Perfect. Okay, now we select the one that is okay. Everyone is okay here. Okay, we come on the expert properties, take ratio profit 2.7. 2.7. Now we have the trailing stop here. Okay, we go now then to step 10. Here we move it from 0.1 to 0.9, and that's all. Perfect. Let's do it. Okay, here it's the same, clean, nice, tack, copy all, we paste them here. Okay, the first one is okay too, so probably it will be 0, 0. Okay, and then we come here, 11. 11, we move pending order from 0 to 96, 0, 24, 96, and here from 0 to 600. Perfect. And then we just have to optimize one more time. Okay, now here it's okay. We come here, clean, copy all, and we check these. Here, okay, expert properties, perfect. So here it's 96 and 600. Perfect. Finally, last step is the maximum loss you are okay to lose. In my case, I know it's around 30% here, and then it's over. Here now, that means that the optimization is over for this time frame. So, as we can see, here are all the parameters that you have to set for your IA. So, when you have everything done, it's a good idea to check the every tick to see how it goes. So you just have to then choose here the model with every tick and wait for Metatrader to use all the data available he has. Then we'll see, and then we can compare it with our results. So now that this is done, we can now check the report. Here we can see that we have the same numbers. Everything is going fine. Then we can go here with the graph, perfect. And then we can check here the chart to see how it goes. And here we can see, okay, 1, 2 positions, great work. Here 1 position lost, 1 position lost. Here up, great. So we can, as you can see, there are not so many positions. So this IA is not really aggressive in that kind of way. It's good to have this kind of IA on many graphics, many currencies, and many time frames. I think the 1 hour and the 15 minutes are really one that work really well for it. Another good thing to do is also to check how the IA could have done in a period just before the date you tried. So here we can just come back to the control points, and then we can see, for example, for this year, how it could have been done. We check it, okay, and we can see that it was a profitable tool with a relatively good drawdown, nothing to worry about. So this confirms this path. And finally, if you have problems with that kind of things, it's maybe because you've been a little bit too aggressive on the period or on the distance of a stop loss. We are working on a reversal EA, so that means that sometimes price needs some time to go to the other side. So in that case, you can maybe try to put stop loss a little bit more far when you do the optimization. Or maybe don't start with a period of 10, but maybe with a period a little bit higher. So try this. Sometimes it can really help with the results. So now that we have all the parameters, it's time for us to use them on our account. To do that, first, the simplest way is to save the parameters we already had. So here, there you are. You can save them, for example, in here. Oh, perfect. Here's one. We can name it as we want. Perfect. And we save them. Yes. Then you just put OK. Then you have to open your currency on the chart. So to do that, you right click on your currency and then go on chart windows. Here you have a new window with your currency. And after that, you just have to select in this navigator the expert advisor. So here the reversal EA, perfect. So now you just have to come here. In common, you have to allow live trading, and in the inputs, you come here and load the file you just created. So here we have it, buy and sell, the EA number of 8 is perfect, period of 10, like we said, perfect. Now it's okay. When we launch it here, we can see that the smile here is not smiling. That means that the expert advisor is not working now, and that's because here auto trading is not enabled. So you just click on it, and now we have auto trading launch, the EA is smiling, so that means that now the EA is going live. So do not forget when you're launching a new EA that to check how it works and to check the position it opens. So like that you will be sure that it's working fine. I think now you have all the keys to do the optimization, at least as I would have done it. I'm not telling it's the best way, but this way works well for me. So I will let you do the tries, and I hope it will go fine for you.